Hello, Mixtresses and Mixters. This is Mixtress Ray, and you're watching Mixtress Video. I decided to give you guys a little tour of my tiny nook. So it's what I call the closet, where I have my tarot reading space and all of that stuff. I just realized I left the door open. It'd be a better reveal if I could shut the door. So this, where we are right now, is what I call my stereo room. It's kind of the upstairs living room. Our house is a little too big for us, so we kind of have two living rooms. Here's my little, villainous woman wall. Recently rearranged my little, Barbie area. So now they have dinosaur friends. There's Callie laying in the window. This is also a little tarot table. This is where I do this is sort of my personal altar, basically. I've got my little card of the day. I'm using Mystic Monday's tarot deck this week. And I always have, I usually pick one card a week from the Kali Oracle. I'm just kind of really slowly and methodically going through that oracle. And this is my card of the month, Ace of Pentacles. Which, hey, today's the last day of the month. I need to change that over. Okay, so, just to give you guys perspective, this is the door to my little closet space that I call my tiny nook. I'm just going to give you a little tour of my tiny nook today because it's got a lot of cool things on the wall, and I did, a big Darkwood Tarot Abigail Larson wall piece this week. And I didn't, tidy up or anything. I just left it the way that it normally is. So this is my desk area. I'm just giving you, some perspective before we go in there, and it's really cramped quarters. And there's a window in here. As you can see, there's a curtain rod, clothes rod, in case I did use this as a closet, but I don't. And there's even a little closet within the closet. So I just have storage stuff in there. You guys don't need to see that mess. But up on this little shelf, I keep my oracle decks. I've really pared them down. I have less than 20 oracle decks now. And this is just a little hamburger coin thing. And I just keep some, I keep my little salt candle holder up there. And I just have really cool things on the wall. Anytime I get sent, postcards or things from tarot decks or whatever, and artwork. This is also where I record my Buffy podcast, so I've got a few Buffy things in here as well. This is my I keep my whiskey. Since I usually buy cheap whiskey because I'm broke, I put in this really pretty decanter. So it's oh, it looks so fancy, but really it's just Evan Williams. But yeah, I'm proud of this little space. Here's my little tarot table that you guys have probably seen. You guys have seen the background of a ton of times. This is my little tarot cove that where I keep all my supplies for my client readings. I've got all of my little oils, and I use Modern Witch for most client readings. That's just kind of my default. I don't use it for all of them, so I keep a copy of Modern Witch here, and I've just got lots of supplies back in that little container back there, and I've got a few oracle decks back there, and I've got some guidebooks and a couple other oracle decks here, and then these are all my supplies for my Buffy podcast. I have my notebook where I take notes for the Buffy episodes. I've got my episode guides, one for Buffy, one for Angel, and then this is just another thing. And I've got my DVD box set of Buffy up here too. And I mean, you guys don't need to see, that's just other art supplies, recycling, collage stuff. I've got all my knitting stuff in that pink thing. And then the thing that I did this week, and I won't be able to zoom completely out. But this is what I did this week, guys. I used my extra copy of Darkwood Tarot, and I picked my top 30 favorite pieces of art from that deck. and just made a beautiful tarot wall, and I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's really cool. So I did that, and then if we want to shut the door, make sure I don't hit my head on the clothes rod here. This is my I Want to Believe poster. Yeah, very wobbly. Different like miscellaneous art pieces that I made or friends made, and then a muka and some other stuff. This is really cool. This this chick right here with the sword and the weird animal. This came from like a discount bin like sci-fi novel cover. I didn't read the book, but I really liked the cover, so I turned it into, I just thought this looks like a Queen of Swords. I'm gonna put it on my wall. And there's my calendar. I mean, this is probably the most boring video that's ever existed, but I just really like my little space. I've decorated it so much. So much. With all of my special interests, mixtapes, Buffy, tarot, all the things. This was a show that I did. It's getting like a pretty bad glare so you can't really see it, but this was whenever I did like an actual live DJ thing. There's all my 8mm tapes from my old camcorder in the stack over there. Back there are all my like journals. Well, all the ones that I could save after the tornado. Lots of artwork given to me. A lot of the times whenever I don't keep a tarot deck, whenever I don't use a tarot deck, but I like some of the art from it, I'll just put some of the cards on the wall. So that's what I did with that 90s tarot. Because I just never used it, but I like having the cards just decorating my room. This particular picture of Shirley Manson I have had up for like 20 years, I think. It goes with me everywhere. It's very old. It's water damaged. It's, you know, but it's my favorite picture of Shirley Manson, and I went through a lot to get it. Actually stole it from the library. I checked out one of their like archived copies of the magazine because I found out exactly what magazine this photo was from. And as you can see, like the line in the middle, it was like a centerfold thing, and I tore it out. That was the only time I'd ever vandalized library materials. And now I work there, and they don't even know. But I rationalized it at the time. I was like, this is one of their archived magazine issues, so they're probably not like, people aren't really checking it out because you have to ask specially for it. Got this cool little moon phase thing. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but I made this with the laser at the library in the makerspace. That is, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, Timit Noske, but it means it's the know thyself that the Oracle had in her kitchen in the Matrix. So yeah, this is just a short little video of me showing off all the cute things that I have in my, just so you can see a little behind the scenes of the space where I normally record. Tarot cards and things on the walls everywhere. Oh, this is really cool. My grandma, like this is actually, she made this piece. She like burned the edges and everything. This is from, I think my grandpa gave her, this was like an oversized anniversary card for like their first anniversary or something. And then she like put it on this piece of wood and like burned the edges and everything. And like she was just gonna get rid of it in like a garage sale or something. And I'm like, no, that's a piece of your fucking history, Grandma. I didn't say your fucking history, Grandma, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is just, you know, a space, a behind the scenes look at my tiny nook. I hope that you enjoyed. Totally cheap art hack. You know, if you want to dissect a guidebook that has full color representations of artwork from one of your favorite artists from a tarot deck, or you can just dissect an old calendar or something like that and just put the pieces directly on the wall. Like, I just backed them on, these are just like envelopes that I had, these like bigger envelopes, and I just kind of cut them down to the right size and taped the pieces of art. I used a corner rounder to round the edges. And, you know, it doesn't look professional or whatever, but I like it. I think it's pretty. And now I have gorgeous art up on my wall, and it makes me really happy. This is like my favorite room of the house because it's all mine. And I like closed-in spaces, so it makes me happy. And there's a window. And our house is really tall. I don't know if you're going to be able to see through the screen, but like I can see over the tops of a lot of houses in my neighborhood. I don't want to put my neighbor on camera without consent, but I mean, all you can see really from here is the roof. But I promise, like, if I'm sitting back in my chair in the other room, I'm sitting down, like, you can just see over the tops of the trees, and it's really pretty, and yeah. Anyway, I love my little space. Looks like it's time for me to post my Patreon podcast. It's done uploading. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to say hi, and for you guys to see a little behind the scenes moment. So I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in the next one.